Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2.
For the patient, not to move, because we don't want anybody to further hurt themselves. These guys are all communicating with each other. They're looking for hazards that will harm or further harm the patient or the firefighters that are here. So they have located a propane tank in the back, which is very common. Everybody goes and gets propane from Costco. And now this person, unfortunately, has been in an accident with the propane tank. Trish is our medic. So on every truck, we have somebody that is assigned to patient care. So they're assigned to patient care, and that's what Trish has done today. So she is in charge of the patient. She makes contact with the patient, and she tries to find out specific information. All of this is a big play in order for us to safely extract Hadley from this car. Now we call these guys, this is the Burlington Fire Department Vehicle Extrication Team, and we compete all over the world. We've been to Prague and Barcelona. Next year, I think it's Brazil, Romania. So we've competed against all the teams in the world. A lot of fire departments all over the world. It's called the WRO, or the World Rescue Organization, as we are a part of. So we compete. Got patient contact. They had their little meeting over in the corner there that you all saw. And that was all of them coming together and discussing what they have found when they walked around. We call it a 360. So they talked about it and they came up with a plan. There's a number of plans that we come up with. One is a stabilization plan. And then second, we come up with a rescue plan. Stabilization plan is basically we try to make the entire scene safe for everybody to work without getting hurt. Okay, so this is going to involve a few things. It's going to involve blocking and struts and different equipment that we place on these vehicles to make it solid so that it doesn't roll over on them when they're working. It doesn't move when we start cutting, so that keeps the patient nice and safe. Absolutely. So we have a number of pieces of equipment that we utilize to be able to accomplish our goal. What a lot of you saw on this side of the vehicle is they put something on the windows that looks like cellophane, when in essence it mostly is. It's sticky cellophane. And what that's going to do is we need to break glass to be able to go get Hadley. So when we break glass, basically it shatters. And I don't know if any of you have ever seen a car window, the sides and the back windows break. When they're under pressure, they kind of explode and the pieces go everywhere. So this is an attempt by us to control those pieces of glass, which is considered a hazard to firefighter safety. So I talked about stabilization, I talked about blocking and some struts, but we also use things like straps on this side, entrapment inside the vehicle, if there are any, and a number of things which basically helps us formulate our plan. Because at this point, our medic and our captain of the truck or the team need to come together and they need to figure out the best way to take Hadley out of this vehicle. Anybody have any idea how we would do that? Which way would we get Hadley out here? Anybody have any idea? Just call it out. Open the door, but the door's locked, and we're simulating that it's crunched glass. Okay, so front door, yeah, absolutely. Anything else?
Sunroof!
Be imaginative.
Sunroof!
Somebody say rip the roof off? Yeah, we could definitely rip the roof off. We can take we call it a tunnel, which means we tunnel from the back all the way into Hadley and we bring her out the back. So that is basically a piece of Lexan plexiglass. It's on a stick, and we use that for protection of flying materials, metal, glass, whatever. We use that to protect the patient so that she doesn't get whacked in the head with a piece of metal. So in Burlington, our extrication team, it's been around since 1984. So we've got over 40 years of competition and training. There used to be a lot of local areas that we would go to compete to all the Canadian teams. And just recently with the WRO, or the International World Rescue Organization, we've been able to go to international states and compete. So they're going to essentially open this vehicle up like a tin can. The idea is to create the biggest space to be able to safely extract Hadley from this vehicle. So we've been super lucky in Burlington with the support of Burlington Fire Department and Burlington residents when it comes to this training program. Because we do have to travel at distances sometimes, we have to fundraise. We fundraise for accommodations and travel. So it is really a great program and great training. On the world stage, there are some excellent teams out there. And it's always just in case something doesn't work properly, or maybe some damage has gotten in the way and it's just impossible to follow plan A. So these guys are actually going to remove or blow off the roof. They're cutting all the posts. So the car itself has kind of an anatomy that we've named. Okay, so we have A post, B post, C post, D post. And the A's start at the front and they work their way back. That's how we communicate with each other about which posts that we're cutting and when we're cutting them. Has anybody been inside a vehicle when they were extricating themselves out of it? Oh, we do have some people. It's pretty scary. It's pretty loud. Yeah. So we try to mitigate all of that. It's bad enough that you've just been in a serious accident, but now you've got loud noises, you've got people all around you, and basically taking your car apart. Oh, our deputy wants us to call Oakville team. Interesting. Don't worry, it gets cool very soon here. So this is like the preparation. These guys have prepped everything. They got somebody inside, they're developing the plan, they've figured out the glass, they're finishing off the stabilization. This is a strut that I was referring to. Okay, that helps stabilize the car from rolling over. Now it gets cool. Now we have what's called cutters and spreaders, or the jaws of life and the cutters. We also have a ramp here. We use Hamaltro. Hamaltro is a German company that we might even be visiting this year to compete. It was an option. So we use what's called Hamaltro. There's only about 3 or 4 different manufacturers that take care of extrication equipment, and Hamaltro is one of them. All right, so these guys have got the cutters up. Looks like they've decided to do a tunnel. So they're going to take pieces. That'll be the last post we cut. And then this becomes a coordinated effort. Everybody's gonna have to take a corner and they're gonna have to lift the roof off of the car, thus exposing our patient. Don't mess this up, guys. This is where they drop it to the front. And now we have a massive hole to be able to get Hadley out safely and quickly. What they're doing now is as you can tell, with all the cuts and stuff, we have a whole lot of what we call sharps. We have a lot of spots that people can walk by and cut themselves or hurt the patient in some way. So what they're doing is they're covering up with blankets. This is all stuff we have on the trucks. Blankets and sharp protection. We can use things like duct tape. We have some specialty equipment that we use. Basically covering up all the sharp edges when we're working around them so that nobody hurts themselves. WSIB, we don't want any of that. Good work, guys. Good work. Out completely, especially when somebody's sitting in them. So, what these guys are going to try to do is they're going to keep Hadley in the same position that she's in, and they're going to try to lower the seat down. And there are some cases, not so much this one, where sometimes we have to cut side of the seat and peel it off to the side. We're in the age of electronics, so seats are they're electrically powered now. So a lot of times in accidents like this, we will disconnect the battery. Because why? Anybody know why we would disconnect the battery? There's one system in vehicles that really hurt us. Airbags, SRS systems, that's the thing. Airbags are really, well, they're dangerous to everybody, especially the patient. And if we don't disconnect the battery and disconnect the system, there's always that chance that it could go, an undeployed airbag could go off and hurt everybody around us. So we want to make sure that happens. By doing that, we effectively disconnect the seat, the electronics of the seat. So we have to work on that seat. We've now got her on the backboard, and now this is where we pull her out in one unit, protecting her C-spine, protecting her neck, and we pull her off to the waiting EMS paramedics. Good job, guys. Good job. Come on, Trish. Effectively, this is kind of what we do. We rip the car apart like a banana or an onion, and we peel it away from the patient, and then we create a huge space for us to bring her out safely and soundly. Great job, everybody. Let's give them a hand.
And as they used to say at the old CNE hell driver's description, and she's okay! Got a big hand, round of applause for our victim, Hadley. It seems she's alive and well. Once again, thank you to all you guys and ladies for this amazing demonstration. And if anybody's looking for a convertible escort station wagon, I'm sure they're ready to, Focus station wagon convertible. Yeah, you need a little bit of welding. Now, as part of our assistance to this group, we've got this raffle going for this wonderful little model car that you see over on Hadley's Aston Martin over there. No, it's a Lamborghini, I think she's got it on. So please come and make your bid, because we've got to raise money for these guys so they can go and win that world championship again. And once again, big round of applause for the Burlington Fire Department.